Every day, more than 17 veterans take their own lives. By building a gaming community that offers peer-to-peer counseling, GameCore is aiming for zero. Research shows that playing video games together offers social connection, stress relief, cognitive enhancement, and community building. On our Discord server, veterans, active duty service members, and supporters chat and game together. Some casual gaming sessions might only involve 2 or 3 people, while other events might include larger groups and be streamed on the GameCore Twitch channel. Most of the time, there is a GameCore member available to lend an ear to anyone who needs it. Join the Discord server. It's free. We are an inclusive community and we don't require anything of our members. If you want to be more involved, there are always opportunities to volunteer.
All right, folks, welcome to our Wednesday night series here on the IWM Broadcast Network. We are in Dover, Delaware for the EchoPark 200 with the Tech4Troops Cup Series. I'm Rick Sousa here with John Durdris in the booth. And John, this should be absolutely fun.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. We are at Dover. We're back on an oval. We've had a few road courses, well, street course and a road course. And it's good to be back on a more traditional track here in the Tech4Troops Cup Series, and excited to see what these guys are going to do here tonight. Right now we have about 54 seconds left of practice, and this track is one where races can be won, and it's all about track position. And let's take a look at some of the stats for today and some of the track numbers here. Track temp sitting at 113 degrees, a little hot on this mile track, 80 degrees in the air, 175 laps, pit road speed at 35 miles an hour, no quick repairs, 4 sets of tires, one of the car, 3 in the pits, and 75% fuel with 3 green-white checker restarts. So it's going to be hot. It's going to be a little slick, but I think it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. Qualifying just a few seconds away. We'll cover a few select drivers as we get around here. Sammy Harrell just put down a smoking time of 23:43. I think that was the best time we've seen throughout practice, so we'll see how that translates into the actual event itself in qualifying. But good for Sammy Harrell.
Yeah, good for him, and maybe that could help his playoff situation, because obviously you win and you're in. So we'll see what it looks like as we're looking through some of the turns here. Turn 3 at Dover. Our camera flew through the catch fence like magic right there. Gotta love it. The Monster Mile. But we got qualifying coming up right now. A couple drivers that we have seen had previous success here. Really any of the GOAT racing team, obviously with Sammy Harrell up at the top of the board, but also Chuck Van Scoik. Chuck has a pretty strong liking towards this track, and so we'll see what he's able to do as qualifying is underway and drivers are hitting the track.
Yeah, a number of drivers are out there. We'll pick up Walker Thomas in his attempt here. Again, it's 2 laps of qualifying, 1 lap to get up to speed, then 2 laps to put up the best time. The second lap, I believe, is the fastest lap here at Dover.
Yep, and the key on lap 1 is to not kill the tires and overheat the tires, and also not hit the wall. Like lap 1, you almost not want to throw it away, but you want to just kind of get the tire temps up. You don't want to slide the tires. And this is where I think you're going to go high here in turn 3 and 4. Oh, he's low. He looped it. Oh, he's got to... If I was him, I would reset this and go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I think that's what he's going to do. So with that, we'll jump over to Chuck Van Scoik, who has just put up an extremely fast time.
Yeah, I mean, the 4:05.
Well,
very fast lap.
Others are coming in. Let's get some details here about best time. Let's show what we've got.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Holy
Zach Lindgren
cow.
at a 23:29. One of the fastest times of the day, practice or qualifying. As we start to see other times start to come in right now, only 16 drivers have put up a time. Field separated by 0.7 of a second.
Look to see who else is on the track right now, watching Christoph Hall.
Another one of those goat racing diecast.
Yeah, these guys put in a lot of time qualifying. Oh, looks like he's got it. The car's getting away from him.
What a save.
This is
Pulled a Jimmy Johnson right there.
Yeah, this track is it's a mile. It's concrete. It is not easy.
No, it's very easy to lose the back end of the car because you want to go back onto the throttle. And when you do that, you're going to start to see these cars start to step around, especially in 3 and 4 with the tire pressures down and with the heat in the tires not quite there yet. And so Zach Lindgren, I mean, absolute just blazing lap with Justin Lewis, Walker Thomas, William Corinne up there in 4th, and Austin Call make up your top 5 right now with the field separated by about still 0.7 of a second. Matthew Wood now goes to the point, running a 23.233. You see the back end of the car of the 98 step up right there just a little bit. And that's what I was saying before. You know, you can really get loose in these cars. And this is another thing. Getting on the pit road effectively. If you're trying to do this under green flag conditions, we've seen time and time again where drivers just absolutely lose it coming out of turn 3 because they're trying to make their way down and the power's there and the transition between the concrete and the asphalt. It's a perfect storm to spin. And
it's not a smooth track. There's lots of bumps on this track.
For sure, especially in the turn 1 and turn 2. And also the extreme, big hit right there for Brown. The extreme elevation change on corner exit is wild. Maybe we can ride on board with somebody who's still going around here to kind of give an idea about what that elevation change looks like. Right here, you're on the back stretch. You're going to go down to turn 3, let off the gas. And then once you get on exit here, your car just almost shoots up in the air right here. Like your car just moves up so much. It's Dover's not like anywhere else we go to.
No, and that elevation change going into 1, it's almost like you're falling into a hole.
Yeah, same thing coming out of 2 and going into 3. It's like a roller coaster essentially. Right here, you're going to see the car go up. Yep. Yeah, once you start to make that left-hand corner right here, it just dips down. I mean, it looks a little less severe in the car, but it's there, and your car can get really upset because of it.
Oh, Jordan Weaver just put him, I think he wound up with about a mid, 21st position right now with that qualifying attempt. So just what looks like to be about a few seconds left before we go to this. Why don't we cover, John, if we could, while we have a moment or two, your keys for today's race.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's absolutely do it. Number 1 is going to be rhythm. And what I mean by that is getting in a rhythm here at the track, making sure you're hitting your marks, you're knowing where your braking points are or where your lifting points are, and staying in that window, but also noticing when that window is changing because your tires are starting to wear. And that goes to number 2, tire saving. Making sure you can save your tires for number 3, the long run, is key. And so we've seen time and time again drivers go out there, they just run absolute blazing laps, lap 1 through 10, maybe 1 through 12, and then they just start to fade and fade and fade. And once you burn off the right sides of these cars, you're going to fall way back in the field. So you got to have rhythm. You got to be able to save your tires for that long run. And I'm going to add another one. Pit entry under green. It is not. It's one of the hardest pit roads to get onto, for sure. So those are the 3 keys. But we got the grid up right now. Alrighty, here is your starting order for tonight's AutoTrader EchoPark 200, brought to you by the IWM Broadcast Network, Tech4Troops Cup Series, Tech4Troops, and GOAT Racing and Diecast. Matthew Wood on pole with Zach Lindgren starting in 2nd, Michael Anthony starting in 3rd, Justin Lewis starting in 4th, Walker Thomas starting in 5th with William Corinne in 6th, Austin Call in 7th, Maxwell Caldwell in 8th, Marcus Adams starting in 9th, and Chuck Van Scoik starting in P10.
Tracy Powers finds himself in row 6 with Andrew Pileshi to the outside. Cody Sturgill, Kyle Smalley will line up behind them. Jared Wishon and John Ledger in the following row. Garrett Johnson finds himself in 17th with Greg Stone in 18th. Aaron Jackson in 19th and Ty Bostic in 20th.
In 21st, you have Jordan Weaver with Wyatt Gray starting in 22nd, Roberto Ramirez starting in 23rd with Nathan Yarnell in the 24th spot. In 25th, you have Christoph Hall. Todd Merkel starts in 26th, Ryan D. Cook in 27th, Matthew Gretchen starting in 28th, Alex Linney starting in 29th, and Philip Van Ortwick starting in P30.
In 31st, Pete Woodrum, 32nd, Justin Horton, David Brown in 33rd, Jeremy Brown in 34th, Sammy Harrell in 35th, and Luke Bullard in 36th. We have a full field of 36 drivers in tonight's EchoPark 200.
It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a fun race. We'll see who's able to conquer the monster mile here tonight.
Good view of these drivers coming off pit road and getting onto the grid and getting gridded up to go racing.
Amazing. I love this pit road shot as the cars are coming through.
Just don't run over the cameraman.
Exactly. All right. And looking up front, looks like we have that 21, that Red Bull car. Oh my goodness, Matthew Wood put on a clinic. I mean, basically him and SVG, I mean, just were basically brothers from last week. I mean,
Yep.
Absolutely wild. As you see the 05 up there, Zach Lindgren there. I think we should be getting, yep, the green here. Pace car makes its way down. They're in the Geico restart zone right about now. There it is, and we are green flag racing from Dover. Let's go.
All right, good start to today's event. We'll see lots of 2-wide racing here. Dover is just absolutely famous for it. It's a concrete track. It's similar to Bristol when it comes to the racing surface, but definitely not the same.
Not the same at all. But out front, Matthew Wood is the car to beat at the moment. Running some of the fastest laps we've seen as we make our way to the back of the field there. Looking at the 51 of Kyle Smalley. You see the 19 of John Ledger as well. Oh, some contact maybe between the 13 of Tracy Powers and the 64 of Cody Sturgill.
Super easy to get in trouble here, especially when we are bunched up like this with 36 drivers and we're 2 and sometimes 3 wide. They can do this for a little bit here because they're on fresh tires. It's an abrasive surface. They've got lots of good contact, but over in about 20 laps or so, things are going to change dramatically.
Oh, car on the wall. Car sliding up already on exit.
That was
13,
Jared Wishon, the 17.
Yep. And one thing I've noticed too is the leaders are running 23.5 second lap times. These guys in the back are running 24 ones, 24 threes. They're almost a full second back, and that's because we're going too wide. But back up to the front, we got a battle. Zach Lindgren is on the back doorstep of the 21, now going to the inside here in 1. See if he can make this stick on exit. He might get a little tight.
Yeah, it's super easy to make a mistake here, and it's not really forgiving. You know, these cars will absolutely be torn up. And as we said at the beginning of the broadcast, there are no quick repairs here. If you break it, you've got to sit in your pits while the repairs are made, or you're going home.
Exactly. Looking right now, it looks like we have a pass for P5, Michael Anthony, getting around the one of Walker Thomas. As that 14's on the charge here early on. Again, 6 laps into this race, and this is where we're going to start to see, okay, what drivers are going to play it a little bit safer? What drivers are going to be a little bit more aggressive and try to get the track position, maybe thinking there could be slowed pace. I'm not going to say that word every time I say the word. It happens. It involves a flag of the color between, well, we're not going to dive too deep into that. No cautions. We don't want any cautions here. And so trying to gain track position is going to be key. As you see, the 23 of Chuck Van Scoik.
What happened?
Off the pace, Rick.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He was on pit road.
I mean, he has the fastest lap of the race. Did he start from the pits? I think he might have started from the pits.
Yeah, he did.
He did. Yeah, so he is 11 seconds off the field right now. As we have a potential pass for the lead, Rick. They're side by side, I believe, going into turn 3. Oh, the 21 pushed really hard up into the wall.
So this field is beginning to stretch out pretty far. From first to last is over 11, just around, it's over 11 seconds. But what that means is it's only 24 seconds or so around the entire track. So we're about, this field is stretched out to nearly 50% of the track.
Yeah, they are. And that 05 of Zach Lindgren made the pass on the 21 of Matthew Wood. So new leader out front is Zach Lindgren. But here comes the 14, excuse me, the 1 of Walker Thomas. Excuse me, he has passed the 7 and the 14, 11 laps into this run. See what he's able to do. We know he's been fast all season long, especially on these short ovals.
Keep an eye on the 1 as he makes his way up to the bumper of the 21.
That 1 making his move now onto the 21 of Matthew Wood, gets around him. So that 1, he's looking pretty sporty here. Oh, as he's, there it is, broadcaster's curse. It happens every time, got a little loose. But right now, your top 10, Zach Lindgren, Walker Thomas, Matthew Wood, Justin Lewis, Michael Anthony, your top 5, Austin Call, William Corinne, Andrew Pileshi, Marcus Adams, and Kyle Smalley. Your current top 10.
Keeping an eye throughout the track, we'll jump down to the 10th position. This is Kyle Smalley in the 51 on the bumper of the 31 of Marcus Adams. Looking back 5 places, Tracy Powers finds himself pretty much in a hornet's nest there with the guys in front and behind. That's the battle for 15th.
Battling his way through some traffic tonight. You know, it's hasn't been an easy run for Tracy, but hopefully he can get his way back up there. But right now, looks like 60% of the top 10 is occupied by previous winners. You know, Thomas, Wood, Call, Pileshi, Adams, and Smalley there. So obviously you're seeing the cream rise to the top as we are 17 laps in.
And over 50% of this field is spread, I guess the entire field is spread out over better than 50% of this track already, with just 18 laps in the books. But we expected that. We expected after about around 15 to 25 is where these tires begin to get a little bit more slippery, and these guys have got to make sure that they hit their marks as they enter into these corners and as they exit, and to be super careful with that throttle.
Yeah, Rick, let me tell you something. The lap times have dropped off almost a full second after 19 laps. The leader's last lap at 24.3, fastest lap was 23.5. So lap times have fallen off 0.8 of a second already, 20 laps into this run. And so the question is, who's running fast right now? One driver I want to pay attention to, Wyatt Gray. He's running 24.5, one of the fastest cars on the track, but he's mirrored back in traffic there. Same thing with Jared Wishin. He just ran a 24.58. So want to pay attention to those two drivers as these runs start to go and see, okay, what's going on. But now if you keep on looking back through the field, you have Chuck Van Scoik also running 24.5s. So he is now 14 seconds off the pace, but still running fairly consistent times, a little bit quicker than the rest of the field.
Currently, who seems to be slipped back a little farther, is Pete Woodrum. He is currently showing he's the tail end of the lead lap, and he is about 2 corners away before our leader will catch up to him. Just about a straightaway. His last lap was a 25.35, so he is running a full second slower than the leaders. Seems pretty serene up at the front here, pretty quiet. Clean air for Zach Lindgren there, pretty quiet. A bit farther back, you've got the one of Walker Thomas, who is kind of running him down, just the gap. Let's take a look at that gap info. So right now, just about a half a second separates the car of Lindgren to Walker Thomas. Matthew Wood has slipped back a bit. He's currently sitting in third, just over a second. Michael Anthony solidly there in fourth, and Justin Lewis in fifth. That is your top 5. And we can do a little bit of math, John, to see just how many laps we can run here.
I believe it should be fairly close to, if I'm not mistaken, the 60 lap mark. I might be off. Might be a little bit advantageous there. I might be wrong on that one.
I think you're pretty close. 60, 65, somewhere in there, depending on fuel economy.
Yep.
Something happened to Aaron Jackson. This is some big damage to that left front. Caution did not come out. I think he just towed to the pits. We're trying to get a little bit of contact.
A lot of contact.
Who was that with?
I couldn't tell. Is that the 41 car right there of Roberto Ramirez?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it is.
That's exactly who it is. I don't think that was. Let's go just back up a little bit. I don't think. Just watching.
I think the 12 got tight and the 41 got loose.
41's going up the track, I think.
Or maybe it was just.
I think just on the 12.
Yeah. Racing deal right there.
Yeah. 41 saved it. Minor damage, but good for him. All right, back up front, Zach Lindgren continues to lead here, lap 29 in the books. And this is Dover, so laps tick off relatively quickly here on this track.
They do.
And that 05 car is hunting down some lap traffic. He's made it to not far away from the 29 of Pete Woodrum.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the top right of your screen, you could see where the track map is, and it looks like a really long conveyor belt. And that's kind of what we're going to get to at this point. We'll see what happens here as that car goes down to the inside. Lindgren.
Yeah, Pete Woodrum just said, you know what, I know you're faster, go ahead and go. So.
Yep.
You're on board with your leader. This is Zach Lindgren as he makes his way around. You know, really, he's not. We'll probably look at other drivers right now, just trying to take a feel for how he is. He's in fifth gear. He's not downshifting his way around the track. It's just, it seems the car is geared pretty well.
It seems to be pretty solid. I don't see him, doing much shifting, which you can shift, and it's sometimes advantageous because you get a better run off the corner, but also you could slide the rears. But look at where the 1 is, all the way up the track, trying to find grip. He's going to get a massive run maybe off the corner here. Yeah, look at that gap just closed down by almost a tenth of a second.
Now,
Running
he
low
is
here.
shifting.
See, he is just burning through fuel, burning through tires right now, trying to catch that 05 of Zach Lindgren. The one thing that Zach has that Walker doesn't, clean air. And so while the 1 has to search for it, Zach doesn't.
Yeah, he is digging as hard as he can to make it up. It's working, but it's taking a toll, I'm guessing, on his tires and obviously fuel. And John, this kind of goes back into what we talked about and your keys to tonight's event, and that's rhythm.
Yeah, it's about trying to find whatever rhythm works for you. And there's so many different ways to run this. You could dime in the corner, you could run low, you could run high low, you could run low high, you could run low in one corner, high in another corner. I mean, there are an endless amount of ways that you could potentially run this Dover Speedway, and the Monster Mile is always one where it rewards drivers who are able to be consistent and have the rhythm and not burn off the tires. And so, I mean, looking through the field right now, Jordan Weaver, 24 4s. Everybody else running high 24s. 24.5 for Jeremy Brown, 24.4 for Luke Bullard, 24.3 for Justin Lewis. So there's a lot of drivers right now that are getting in the rhythm and not burning their stuff up 38 laps into this run.
So we're just past the halfway point of this run. We expect to see these drivers in the pits somewhere between lap 55 to 65. That's our window here. They'll know better. Obviously, you saw Zach Lindgren. He's in fifth gear, just kind of cruising around. Whereas you saw the 1 of Walker Thomas, he is shifting hard to close that gap, and he's going to burn more fuel. He may have to pit much sooner than the 05.
Yes, he will.
All right. 40 laps complete here at the AutoTrader EchoPark 200. EchoPark has become a huge sponsor here on the NASCAR circuit and is well represented in iRacing. We no longer have the they now have sponsored the restart zone, so it's the EchoPark restart zone versus Geico, where we did that last year.
Yeah, I still say Geico. It's going to take a while because they're both green, and so it's still
Geico was
still
kind of
screams.
blue.
Kind of. I guess that's fair too. Yes, I guess that's fair. Yeah, I guess I don't know what I'm
thinking.
They don't
They
have
get your
great-
eyes checked, a little colorblind thing going on.
Well, okay, I'm thinking the gecko is green. The gecko is green, right?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, he's a green and white little lizard guy.
Okay.
And the logo is
I'll
blue,
buy that.
yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the bright green is now the EchoPark restart zone. And, after what we've seen, obviously we're going to see some drivers try to make it on pit road. We don't know if we're going to use that zone anymore tonight. So we'll see who's able to master it. But right now, you see the one, I believe, going to make one of the first stops of the day here on lap 43.
Wow. So he may or may not have needed to come down, but one of the things we don't know is strategy. All of these drivers have figured out exactly where their pit stops need to be if they go green. This may be an off-cycle one here, but who knows? With the way that aggressively how Walker Thomas was chasing down the leader, he may need to. We've also got Nathan Yarnell in the pits as well. Ryan D. Cook is in. Number of drivers on pit road. Aaron Jackson is in. I think he's just making repairs. He may have really hurt that car with that wall contact.
He might have, and that's one thing we have to keep on looking at and keeping track of.
All right, that was...
caution.
Oh, Austin Call. '47 of Austin Call. Oh, careful! Don't pull out. Careful.
Oh, yep. He's trying. I mean, there's really nowhere to go. You just got to kind of do it there.
Yep, I don't think that's actually going to hurt Walker Thomas. I think that he'll wind up staying out. Everybody else will come in and.
Well, did he go a lap down though?
Good question.
That's it. Because if he went a lap down, he's going to have to get the wave. He might not have gotten a lap down there, which would be fantastic for him.
Looking at that, I show him a lap down in scoring, but that may change. We'll see how it all plays out here. But looks to me that everybody is coming down onto pit road.
Yep, you have to here, as we see 21 stop in his box.
That's a great image. Oh, the 05 beats him out.
Wow. What a great exit on pit road. The 05, Zach Lindgren. What a move there. That's not what the field wanted to see.
I think Walker Thomas will be the last car on the lead lap. So whatever strategy that Walker Thomas may have had at coming in at lap 43, and kind of the rest of the field did it on lap 46. So we'll see how that all plays out.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite the uphill battle for Walker. Unfortunate there for him.
Well, the lights are off on top of the pace car. That means we're getting back to go racing pretty soon, and drivers next time by will enter the EchoPark restart zone.
Yep, not the Geico restart zone. Now let's see if I can get it right when they get to it. So what a race so far up at the front. Been great battles up there, and we'll see if that continues as
field is getting at the tail end was a little bit disorganized. They're getting it together now.
Just a wee bit disorganized there in the back. But all right, pace car is about to make its way down pit road. They're about to enter the EchoPark restart zone. There we go. Gotta make sure I said that precisely, correctly. And here we go. Green flag back in the air Oh, car up into the wall. Justin Lewis tagged it as we get a little bit of a shove from the 14 of Michael Anthony there as Matthew Wood battles up on the high side, going to take position number 2 out of turn 2.
Yeah, Zach Lindgren looked to be a bit off on that restart, but he made it work. But Michael Anthony was like, hey, dude, let's go.
Yeah, 21 got a little bit arrow tight right there. It looked like, or maybe a little loose. I'm trying to figure out exactly what happened to the car as we start to make our way now. 50 laps complete here at Dover.
A lot of battles right now across the track.
And like you were saying before, laps go by quick here, so you got to make quick work of these cars and these drivers if you want to gain positions at the start.
Yeah, these restarts give you that opportunity where everybody is bunched back up, but at the same time, everybody is bunched back up. So you're on fresh tires, a little dangerous. But great racing so far. So with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We will be going side by side. You won't miss a thing. We appreciate you tuning in to the IWM Broadcast Network for the Tech4Troops Cup Series EchoPark 200.
Hello, my name is Jack Raymondson. I manage business development here at Tech4Troops, and I'm my second year with this amazing veteran nonprofit owned and operated by veterans for veterans. I served in the U.S. Marine Corps as an amphibious assault crewman from 1992 to 1996. I also served in the U.S. Coast Guard from 2002 to 2007, joining after 9/11 as an operations specialist, then serving as an instructor at Coast Guard Training Center, Yorktown. I also spent many years as a first responder volunteering as an EMT and fireman. I'm here at Tech4Troops because I believe in our mission to empower veterans and their families with the gift of computers and technology training, as well as our outreach to help curb veteran suicide while providing a safe and meaningful community where veterans are treated with respect and dignity. We are aiming for zero veteran suicide through gaming and other program opportunities. We help veterans regain a new sense of purpose and help them see they have a brighter future ahead of them. It truly is an honor and my pleasure to serve my fellow veterans and help give them a leg up. 2024 is Tech4Troops' 10th anniversary year, and I ask that you help us support our veterans and their families with a computer donation and or greatly needed financial contribution so we can help every last veteran in need. Together, you and Tech4Troops can be change makers. Thank you.
All right, welcome back to the IWM broadcast of the Tech4Troops Cup Series here in Dover. We appreciate all of you who have tuned in tonight. Got a great race happening here, lap 57 of 175. Right now, your leader, Zach Lindgren, up in front with Michael Anthony in second. Matthew Wood is in third. Let's just bring up that tower to give you better information. And if you are curious, like we mentioned earlier, you're saying, why are some drivers in blue and some in red? Well, you know, those drivers in blue have won a race already and have punched their tickets into the playoffs.
Yep.
While they're driving, let's go ahead and bring up the current standings, John.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what they're looking like right now. So right now, Marcus Adams still top of the board. Kyle Smalley, Walker Thomas, Wyatt Gray, all multiple wins on the season. What we want to talk about is that cutoff line. You know, there's just a few races to go before we get into the championship playoffs. Looking at Sammy Harrell and Michael Anthony right there, only 11 points separate them, and then 8 points above Sammy is Christoph Hall. Chuck Van Scoik fairly safe there, but those three drivers, Sammy Harrell, Michael Anthony, Christoph Hall, even add John Ledger into this mix, those are going to be drivers you want to pay attention to over the next few races and see how they perform. And right now, looking at the standings, Christoph Hall currently sitting in 19th. Sammy Harrell currently sitting in 18th. So not much change is going to happen right there. But with Chuck Van Scoik, he is still sitting back there all the way in 20th. So it's going to be tough to see where this line goes, because one little mistake and this whole playoff situation can flip.
Well, with 5 races to go, too, there are still drivers who have not won yet, and they could take a spot away from one of those guys who are just there right now on points. So we saw that happen last week with Matthew Wood. That win punched his ticket. He's now sitting in 11th. But those all previous 11 winners, those are all winners. So you just never know.
Exactly.
One more thing to look at here, just as an aside. Well, what you don't know is that, well, you may know, we not only do we have individual success here, we are also tracking team success. And obviously, we've talked about it all throughout the season, that balls out crew. Michael Anthony is a part of that right now. He's in second. He's got this huge lead. But the real battle here is second, third, and then fourth and fifth. There's a lot of close racing here amongst these teams.
A ton of close racing. Right now, looking at the top of the board, Zach Lindgren out to a 1.4 second lead over Michael Anthony.
Yeah, he's really stretching that out. Let's bring up the track so we can see where he is at. He's just in the middle of the backstretch. And the last car on the lead lap is John Ledger in the 19. He has got about a half a track between himself and that leader. A couple tidbits of information. 2 retirees so far. The 41 of Roberto Ramirez has retired, as well as the 46 of Ryan D. Cook. We have 2 cars in the pits trying to make repairs. That is Aaron Jackson in the 12, and the 29 of Pete Woodrum is also on pit road. Not sure if Pete has any damage, but he's certainly he's got some time in the pits. His car looks pretty clean, but he's in the pits at this moment. But so far, so good. Again, 67 laps complete here at the Monster Miles. And Zach Lindgren is just, go back on board with him, he is just so smooth.
I've been watching some of his inputs, and it's very smooth, very methodical, very easy on the throttle too. And that's one thing that I think, to be able to be successful here, you have to be able to master the throttle and your inputs when you input them, because if you can input the exact same way for 15 straight laps on that that 16th lap, maybe your tires are a little bit too hot, maybe you're falling off a little bit too much more than you know, and your throttle input has to change on the fly. And so he looks like he's smooth, he's precise, and mastering key number 1, rhythm, to a T.
Okay, just watching his marks, and how he's working his way around this track. You could get an idea just looking at those gauges, just where he is. He is so methodical.
Oh, it's wild. It's wild what he's able to do. He's been one of the smoothest drivers all night.
And just for comparison, let's go back to Matthew Wood, who has made his way back around the 14 of Michael Anthony. Michael is doing everything he can to catch back up to Zach Lindgren.
Trying to do everything he can. And the top right-hand corner of the screen, it's definitely separated. As watching Matthew Wood here, another smooth driver. Oh, a blink from the 21. Saw that car disappear and reappear. So that's what we call here in the iRacing world and gaming, blinking. Basically, it's a lag in connection, and that's on the user's side. And so that will result in the car disappearing and reappearing. We're referring to as blinking sometimes.
Something happened, John, to the 4 of Matthew Greichen here. He's got some major front end damage on that car.
Oh, wow.
I mean, major quarter panel missing. Big hit on that 4. Trying to find out just where that happened. It's not in my telemetry, but I'm kind of guessing. Watch a lap or two here. Following that purple car right in front there, that's the 4 of Matthew Greichen.
Yeah, I don't see anything yet.
This is Yarnell trying to go underneath.
Yeah, I don't really know. Kind of confused on that one, Rick.
It's got to be any moment here.
Any second now.
Any second now. Watch it. Wait for it.
Wait. Wait. Right here? Nope.
Not there. Not yet.
When is it going to happen? The world may never know. Oh, right here maybe. Yep, right here. Got high. No. Okay, well.
You know, there's some wall contact, but
it looks like he's running oddly high right now. Is something wrong with the right side of the car? It just doesn't seem like he can turn.
Yeah, I
Notice
don't.
that? I don't know. Oh, I don't know if it's happening right there. Thought maybe coming down pit road. Yeah, right here. He's coming down pit road. Oh, hold on to it. There it is. Into the barrels. Into the barrels. Call the marshals. Call the marshals.
All right, we wasted a lot of time looking at that, trying to figure out what happened to poor Matthew Greichen. We should have just figured that out. Justin Horton also involved in some kind of incident as well.
Yeah, I don't see what happened there on that side. Unfortunate for that individual and that driver. A lot of drivers kind of see what happened here. He's running that. Oh, the 2. Oh, tough hit. Oh.
A few drivers made his way around.
I'm kind of surprised that caution didn't get thrown right now.
Right? I think it's just because he didn't stop. Had he held the brakes there at the tail end of that, it probably would have come out.
Yep, I agree.
But he's definitely got some right side damage.
Yeah, more contact live.
Nostalgic paint scheme on that 18.
Oh, yeah. I remember it very well.
All right, back up front, the 05 of Zach Lindgren continues to lead here at Dover. '85 laps complete, 2 second plus over second place Matthew Wood. And with that, we will take another commercial break. We will be right back.
Are you looking for a way to safely and securely dispose of your old electronic devices? Why not donate them to Tech4Troops? Tech4Troops is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to bridging the technology gap for in-need veterans and their families. The donation process is quick and easy. Simply go to Tech4Troops.org and click on the donate link at the top right-hand side of the page. Scroll down to access the Give Back Box link. To create your shipping label, click Add to Cart and complete the checkout process. The shipping label is good for up to 50 pounds. You can recycle most standard shipping boxes to send in your devices. Oh, don't forget the power cords. Give new life to your old technology by responsibly recycling with Tech4Troops. Help save the environment and support a veteran.
All right, welcome back to the Tech4Troops Cup Series here in Dover. You just saw that subscribe button. If you could, if you're so inclined, feel free to subscribe to our channel. We'll keep you up to date and let you know when something is coming up. We're very busy here on Wednesdays and Thursday nights, covering both the Tech4Troops Cup Series, like you're watching right now, on Wednesday nights. And on Thursday, we go to the INRS Racing Series. Both leagues follow pretty closely the current NASCAR schedule. So if you like racing and you're looking forward to what's happening on Sunday, well, tune in Wednesday and Thursday. It's here for you. But right now, 90 laps in the books. We're past the halfway point here. Zach Lindgren is leading. And he is about to come up on some lap traffic, I believe.
I believe he is.
I think the two of Todd Merkel, who is the current last car on the lead lap. Be the next target. Where are we at with weather, John? Let's bring up the weather bug.
Yeah, no, we just got a lot of cool conditions here. Our temperature on track has dropped 15 degrees because look at how cloudy it is. The track is much darker than it was because the sun's gone away. Now, this isn't going to turn into a night race, right? Because it looks fairly dark out there.
Well, the current time on track is about 5 p.m.
Yep, so it should be okay. Should be okay.
There's no lights here at Dover, is there?
No, there are not. That's why I was asking. Like, huh? Gonna have to have some flashlights out there for all these guys. Actually put real headlights in these cars. But we're 6 shy from 100 complete here tonight. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. And right now, Zach Lindgren, top of the board.
About to put Todd Merkel a lap down. Our laps continue to tick away. We pitted last year, John, at lap 46. We're at 96, so 50 laps are now complete. We should start thinking about the next round of pit stops here.
Yeah, they're coming up here soon.
Very interesting if we wind up with green flag stops here. We've really just had, I won't even say it. We're Yep, right there. He's coming up to that's the 19 of John Ledger. John is going a lap down here. He was the last car on the lead lap. Next person is Tracy Powers in the 13. Looks like the Clouds have now dissipated a bit. Back under sunny skies. Some unique camera angles here as the drivers make their way around the track. Kind of spread out. The field now is really around the entire track.
Really, it's kind of an interesting setup we got. You know, it's a lot of these cars are starting to fall off. Looking at some times, top 5 running 24 2s, 24 3s. The rest of the field running 24 4s and 24 6s. Gap ever increasing between Lindgren and Wood up to 3.6 seconds.
There's some last lap time information for our viewers. Well, it's going to take a little stroll through the field again. We'll go to Matthew Wood in that familiar paint scheme. Especially if you watch road courses for the past 2 weeks. Getting back to Michael Anthony. Currently in 3rd, Justin Lewis. 91 of Andrew Pileshi. He's up 7. Really, John, just realized that the 83 of David Brown, he started back in 33rd because he's up 27 spots to 6th.
Wow. That's impressive. Goodness gracious.
Oh, caution's out. Caution's out.
Oh, we are, yep, I believe it's in turn 1 and 2. Or is that turn 3? That's turn 1 and 2 right there, yep.
Do you know who was involved? I don't see anything. Greg Stone, possibly. No, it wasn't Greg Stone, I don't think. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we need to go back just a little bit more.
I think that was the 2 of... I could be wrong.
I thought it was the 2 of Todd Merkel. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it is a Todd. It is 2, but also that Justin Lewis, who was running up front, I guess he was trying to pass him.
Oh, the 2's drifting up. The 7's still looking to the outside. Ugh, not good for both those cars. Yep, everybody's on pit road as we speak, but that is exactly what happened there, Rick.
That's terrible.
Unfortunate for both cars.
Big rush off of pit road between Lindgren, Wood, and Michael Anthony here, but they get it sorted out. Well, that's our second caution of the night here at lap 106. Saw that bump up between the 2 of Todd Merkel and the 7 of Justin Lewis. Justin finds himself coming out in 4th. That's good, but I just don't know just what that impact may have done to that Chevrolet.
I don't know.
Looks pretty decent. Not a whole lot of damage to that car.
No, doesn't look too bad.
Right side looks pretty good. Who knows? Maybe it all worked out.
Who knows? Right now, what we do know is that David Brown is up 27 spots. Biggest mover of the race. Holy moly. I mean, what a run. What a absolute run there.
Lights are off on our pace car.
Lights are off and we'll be going green this time by.
Field is getting back together. So a couple cars, you may hear us say that they blinked. That's a computer connection with that that racer and iRacing, and we see that car appear and disappear. That's never a good thing.
No, it's a terrible sight to see, especially if you're the car behind the car that is blinking. Right now, Zach Lindgren up high, the 05 of Zach Lindgren down low, the 21 of Matthew Wood up high. Green flag back in the air. What a great restart from the 05 as we now are nearing just 65 laps to go here in just a few laps.
I think that caution came out really at a very interesting time. Now the question is 68 laps to go. Can you make it?
That's going to be close.
Yeah.
It's going to be close. I mean, we think they can go about 60. They may need a little bit of help from a caution, but could you save 8 laps of fuel? That's the question. We don't know.
That's a lot of laps to save.
Yeah. I mean, right now they would have to save about 7.5-ish to 6.5. So we'll see. But Matthew would back up to the point, running the fastest laps of the race. All the drivers in the 23.3s, 23.4s, 23.5s. Matthew Wood's in the 23.2.
That's a huge number.
Yeah, he's running qualifying times out there. Oh, he's going to get a little tight right there off corner exit.
Let's go back and find that pass where he worked his way around Zach Lindgren.
Yeah, great move. Going to the inside right here on the back, going into turn 3, the 05, like, you know what, go ahead, take it.
Just powered by him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back to live. You know, if these two drivers work together for the rest of this race, they really could put some gaps between themselves and Michael Anthony.
They sure could. And we'll see what they're able to do. They're the 2 fastest guys on track right now, so.
What I can tell from the telemetry, everybody came in, took 4 tires, full fuel, maybe took a few extra seconds or 2 on track to clean up any damage they may have, but never know. We'll see just how this race plays out, but there is an opportunity, if you can save fuel, to go all the way with just that last stop.
And that's the question. Who's going to dare try it? I know some drivers in the back, Mike, like Chuck Van Scoik. You know, we always know he's on the right side of pit strategy, but we shall see. One car who has not pit yet is Austin Call. He came down pit road last on 45. That's 70 laps right there, Rick. Interesting, isn't it?
Yep.
Could we see these drivers try to go to the end?
The last car on the lead lap. Now you see right now that we're riding on board with Zach Lindgren. He's running in second place. He hasn't changed his strategy. He is just tooling around, 5th gear, not shifting, not burning up his stuff. And Matt Wood, let's take a look on board with Matt Wood. He's using the same strategy he did before. It's going to use more fuel. He's out front, clean air, yes, but he is shifting. He's able to gain a slight advantage, but I don't know if it's worth it overall.
I don't know. That's the tough part is, you know, would you rather have the advantage now and try to make that move or make it appear like you have the advantage or save it to the end? That's the big question.
I am still puzzled by Austin Call. Now, he is the last car on the lead lap. That's the 47. And telemetry says he last came in at lap 45. Now, he's got to come in at some point. I think let's go on board with him real quick. Oh, car spinning right in front of him. That's Christoph Hall.
And we have a caution.
Yeah, that was Christoph Hall that was doing the donut there. Third caution comes out. Not sure what happened to Christoph Hall. Let's go back and take a look. Gonna back it up a little bit here. Oh, he's just loose.
Yep, just loose.
They've gotten a little help by the 31, but really it's all on him. So what happened to Yarnell? I think he just stopped on the track.
Yeah, I think he did. Unfortunate.
All right. Some drivers are trying to fake others out by doing that. One driver who did come in was Zach Lindgren.
Interesting.
Well, I think he knows the game here.
I think he does too.
Yeah, if you come in now, you don't have to come in again. So, looking through the telemetry, Zach Lindgren, it comes out. I think it's going to score him in 18th. That was a good stop, 14.82. 4 tires and fuel, and I think he is good to go.
I think he is.
With just 54 laps to go, we'll probably be around 52 once we go back to green flag. Number of drivers chose not to come in. They have their own strategy. We can't guess it. We're just pontificating.
Yes, we are. And based on the laps left, I mean, they should be able to go all the way to the end. Now, looking at some strategy here, the guys that pit on lap 121, yeah, they have 17 lap fresher tires. That will matter, I think, more towards the 5 to 10 lap mark as well as the back end of the run. The question is this caution? Like you said, are we going to have enough fuel at the end? That's the big thing. But again, cautions do breed cautions here. So
yeah,
we'll see. But
Zach Lindgren's going to be back in 18th.
And that is the one thing that I would rather not have to deal with. I would not want to deal with track position here, especially late in the run, because if we get caution after caution after caution, right? One, that puts you at risk, but two, you don't have as much time to make up the spots on the green flag, so the delta between your tires and their tires slowly fading away. But we shall see as the field starts to make its way into the EchoPark restart zone. And we are green flag racing back here at Dover. Matthew Wood on the bottom lane. Oh. Okay, I thought we missed something there.
Yeah, we kind of did. We missed a little bit.
Okay, so Matthew Wood is up front, Michael Anthony in second, David Brown in third, Andrew Pileshi in fourth, and Justin Lewis is right there in fifth. Oh, car on the wall. I believe that was the one of Walker Thomas. Now with Garrett Johnston looking to the inside. Garrett Johnston making a nice run up 10 spots, now 11 spots on the day.
Zach Lindgren is now up to 13th. He's cutting his way through the traffic. 23 of Chuck Van Scook to the outside. Oh, wrecking it back. Tracy Powers goes around.
Got turned around.
Yep, caution comes out. That's Jeremy Brown who was able to get by. He is better off with the banking. Oh, he did it. It's all good. Oh, contact with the 19.
Oh, man, yeah, let's take a look back and see what happened there.
See the 19 down low?
Yeah.
The 13 does come down a little bit, but not much. But the 19 certainly catches that left rear quarter panel and gets the 13 unsettled. And the 5, unfortunately, exasperates the situation. All right, our fourth caution of the night here, lap 129 of our scheduled 175. Contact between the 13 of Tracy Powers and the 19 of John Ledger. A little bit of Greg Stone in there as well. But the 21 of Matthew Wood continues to lead here. Michael Anthony, we can tell that our previous leader, Zach Lindgren, who went in on that last pit stop at lap 115, is now up to 12th. Didn't see any takers that last time by. Nobody on pit road. No one goes down this time. There are a few drivers who did come down. That was Jeremy Brown and John Ledger. They were on pit road. Justin Horton in the 18 came down. The recap of those who have retired: Nathan Yarnell, Pete Woodrum, Roberto Ramirez, Ryan D. Cook, and Aaron Jackson have retired. 2 drivers in the pits making repairs still: John Ledger and Matthew Greichen. Hope I'm pronouncing his name right.
If not, we'll get a message afterwards, probably.
We could. That certainly could happen. All right, we're just 45 laps away from the conclusion of tonight's event. We really appreciate those of you who have tuned in. We're very thankful for our sponsors here, Tech4Troops and Goat Racing Diecast, because without those folks, we couldn't make this happen for you. We appreciate them.
Appreciate everybody for listening and tuning in, and even watching on the replay. All the people who watch on the replays, we're out. We hear you, we see you. We appreciate each and every one of you. All right, here we go. 45 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. here at Dover. Who is going to bring home the victory tonight? Matthew Wood looks strong.
Oh,
We're
wrecking in the back.
Oh, boy. Hey, Rick,
Tracy
remember that thing where I
Powers.
said, yeah, cautions breed cautions? Well,
Yep. They're
It's
happening
happening.
again.
my guess is that was probably a stack up or somebody spun the tires.
Looks like Luke Bullard. I could be wrong. I don't want to throw him under the. So we're focusing on the 3 of Luke Bullard. You get the 43 of Sammy Harrell to the outside, and the 0 of Weaver right there on this restart. So there's a little contact between the 0 and the 3. Or did you just spin?
Yep. Yeah, I think he did. Oh, tough break.
Let's go back and go on board with the 3 on this restart. He's in first gear.
Oh, yeah, it's a switch. Oh.
Yep. All right. So it's super easy when you are geared all the way down to first gear.
And
Yeah, on that restart like he was, and then he just
got that.
Yeah, hit the throttle, changed gears, spun the tires, and just upset the car. Breaking up a bit, John.
There.
You broke up. All right, that's our 5th caution of the night is out. We're trying to get this race restarted here and close it out. We're going to take a quick commercial break while we can here. We'll be right back.
Are you looking to add to your diecast collection? Well, visit GoRacingDiecast.com. Explore one of the largest collections available with the options for pre-orders, new inventory, and the GOAT's personal collection for over 25 years. There's an option for every level of hobbyist. Ship direct. Personal custom diecasts are available. Shop the GOAT Racing merch store. And if you're a driver, apply for a sponsorship today. Turn your hobby into a passion and head on over and shop GoatRacingDiecast.com.
All right, pace car is right now in the middle of the backstretch as we come back here. Lap 134 here of 175. Matthew Wood is the control car. You got the 14 of Michael Anthony to the outside.
I'm back. Had a brief internet kerfuffle.
Welcome back. Cars are about to enter the EchoPark restart zone.
Yes, they are. And here we go. About to get another restart now. With 40 to go. Green flag back in the air. Top line stacks up just a little bit. Hold on to her. All cars moving in the forward direction as we go on to turn 1.
So good.
Rick, one story we've got to talk about. David Brown, up 31 positions to P2.
That's that red 83 to the outside there. He does have the 91 of Andrew Pileshi right on his tail. Oh, car in the wall further on back in the field. He kept it pointed in the right direction, but again, that 83 of David Brown. He started in the back. He is in the back no longer.
He's there. He is there. He's ready to fight to see the 7 now going to the inside of Michael Anthony there for P4.
Just over 35 laps to go here to decide a winner at Dover. So for the most part, most of these drivers pitted last on lap 105. Of course, we have had some caution laps. That's probably what it's going to take. They will not have to come back in.
Now, they should be good to go to the end, Rick. Should be good to go.
Now, we were concerned with Zach Lindgren because he did come in, wound up all the way back in 18th, but now Zach is finding himself in 7th. He's got fresher tires by about 15 laps, 16 laps amongst the rest of the field.
Oh, we got a stack up right there, though. I believe that's a 91. Oh, yeah, 3 car up in the wall there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, I think that was the 81 of William Corinne.
I believe it was.
Yeah, you see the 23, there's definitely some contact there as Chuck Van Squick tries to work his way around him. There's a lot of wall action here. See that 31 of Marcus Adams taking that high line. Back up front there to Zach Lindgren. He now finds himself up to 6. He's making his move, John.
Yes, he is. It's going to be kind of close. We'll see what he's able to do.
Oh, he's
As
up
these
to
laps
5th.
start to dwindle down. 33 to go, yep. The tires are starting to come in. And for that 05 of Zach Lindgren.
He's got the 14 of Michael Anthony next to pick off, as you know, Matthew Wood just has not just got that gap information going on. He's less than 2 seconds away from the leader. So 2 stories here, John. Definitely David Brown, and coming from nearly last up to 2nd and chasing down Matthew Wood. And you've got the really what's happening with Zach Lindgren trying to get back to the front.
Right.
All right, lap 145 complete. Thank you for tuning in to the IWM broadcast of the Tech4Troops Cup Series. 146 laps complete here at Dover in the AutoTrader EchoPark 200. Right now, Matthew Wood out in front, David Brown on his tail, Andrew Pileshi sitting in 3rd. Zach Lindgren makes his way around the 14 of Michael Anthony up to 4th in his pursuit to regain the lead. If we take a look at the data, you can see that Zach Lindgren led 98 laps.
Wow.
And Matthew Wood led 50, so they are pretty much, they've been the only 2 leaders. Oh, caution's out.
Oh no, this is going to throw a little bit of a wrench into things. Caution out on the track. And the 43 again. Oh, watch out. Oh, man.
That's the 18 of Justin Horton, giving him a little love tap.
Yeah, don't really know where what the plan was there.
Nope,
the 5 is still sideways.
Oh, and he decided to just make his way to the pits.
Yes, he did.
It's one of of things you can do here. Let's go back and see if we can figure out just what happened here.
Oh, they're wrecking up further ahead.
It was Sammy Harrell that possibly was involved early. Let's back it up.
Yeah, who's that car all the way up there, though? Somebody got turned.
Let's jump up a little farther.
Really,
Right
I
there.
actually think somebody ran out of room.
It's Brown. The second Brown, not the first Brown.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 47 just pushed.
Okay, you got that going on. And jump back to Sammy Harrell. Did he get a little help there?
No, I think he's fine. A lot of things happening, and then the 5 gets in right there, and then you see the 18.
Yeah. So here's what we do know is that David Brown stayed out. Zach Lindgren stayed out. Marcus Adams stayed out. Jeremy Brown in the 07 stayed. He went in. No, he stayed out. Kyle Smalley stayed out. Walker Thomas
Interesting.
came in. Everybody else came in. So, really gonna be an interesting. It's not about fuel at this point. I think it's gonna be about tires with just 25
it's
laps to go.
tires. For sure.
All right, David Brown is in control. He takes the outside line. He's gone from last to first. Let's see if he can hold on to it.
That's going to be the big key, but also you got to watch out for the 05. Got to watch out for the 05.
I think
Right
the 05
there.
has position.
I think he does it. He's going to have the tires. They're in the EchoPark restart zone. 25 laps to go. Green flag in the air. How well are fresh tires going to play a factor here? Oh, the 83 shuts the door on the 05. I don't think the 05 is going to be too happy about that one, Rick.
I think he may be quite a bit unhappy, but we'll see.
And here is the 05 going up to the high side, trying to get a run here out of turn number 4. Gets a little bit tight as we have 24 laps to go, 23 to go at the line.
But there's a lot going on back in the pack here. You still see the 21 of Matthew Wood. He now finds himself in 6th place. He did come in.
Yeah, and also Walker Thomas, 149. He's the one car. He has probably the freshest tires out of anybody right now up there. Moving up to P3.
Yeah, with 20 laps to go, 22 laps to go, everything we know could completely change.
And I think tires are going to be the name of the game. Absolutely.
Walker Thomas is up there. He's the first driver with fresh tires. He is currently sitting in 3rd. And then you got Matthew Wood also on fresh tires. He is in 5th.
We may have a little bit of an incident in the back. We got a lot of cars side by side, 7 up in the wall. There it is.
Not even in the back. It's right there.
Well, I saw that
Caution's
one
out.
unfolding. Yeah, I saw that one unfolding. 20 to go.
Alex Linney
7 of Justin Lewis involved as well. Tough hit for him.
I think the 42 has some damage. 7's got some major damage. You see the smoke pouring out of the back of that 7 Chevrolet. He may not make it all the way around. Lots of damage there. Cody Sturgill, William Corinne as well involved. So watching on replay here, you see there's a lot of activity. You see the 7 of Justin Lewis right there gets a little bit of contact with the 17 of Wishin. Maybe a little bit of net code there, John.
Maybe a little bit.
Right there.
Still some contact, yep. And 7 up into the wall. Nowhere for the 81 to go.
Yep, that's William Corinne right there. Chuck Van Scoik gets a little bit, not much. 42 of Linney, just wrong place, wrong time.
Oh, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Tough break.
Yep. Number of drivers are on pit road here. So we will get to restack this race up. Sturgill on pit roads, Weaver, Alex Linney, Luke Bullard, all on pit road, Justin Horton, Matthew Greichen still on pit road. William Corinne has retired. Justin Lewis has retired after the incident. He is not happy, I am sure. Greg Stone is out. John Ledger is out. Nathan Yarnell is out. With just 19 laps to go, David Brown up in front. Zach Lindgren up in front. Walker Thomas, Marcus Adams, and Matthew Wood. These are the names we've been calling all day.
They're up there.
And they are still there. Our 7th caution of the night brought out by incident further on back in the pack. Collected a number of drivers there. Notably Justin Lewis, who is running up front for a good bit of this race. But also, unfortunately, collected was the 42 of Alex Linney. He had nowhere to go. "24 cars still remain on the lead lap. Lights are off on our pace car.
Let's see what they're able to do here with 18 to go. Got to watch out for Walker Thomas, also Matthew Wood. They have the freshest tires out of anybody up there. What are they going to be able to do? But David Brown at the point. They're in the EchoPark restart zone. Green flag in the air. Coming to 17 laps to go. David Brown with a great restart.
Solid restart for David Brown. Let's see if the folks behind him, Lindgren, Thomas, Adams, and Wood, can make a difference here.
Yep, Matthew Wood making his way up into the 5th spot, maybe, but Marcus Adams is battling there on the high side. If you're the 21 and you're the 1, I mean, you know you have the best tires. Like, let these cars and let the tire temps get up a little bit. You'll be able to pass them.
Don't know what happened there.
Audio go out, or was that
glitch in the matrix?
Odd. Okay. Either way, oh, hold on to her. Yeah, if you're the 1 or the 21, you know the front 2 are just gonna slowly get worse as time goes on. You don't have to push very hard here. You have 29 or 28 better 28 lap fresher tires than Zach Lindgren, and 44 lap fresher tires than the 83. Here comes the 1 out of the bottom. There's the one right there going around the 05 of Zach Lindgren. Let's see if he can complete the pass. He does complete the pass. Walker Thomas now on the move.
Walker Thomas trying to make a play here to spoil David Brown's return. David Brown out there in front, biggest mover of the day, finds himself leading this race with just 12 laps to go. But the one of Walker Thomas is not to be denied.
No, he's there. Here comes the 21 now. And oh, the 1 and 83 touch. 21 tries to go way high. That is not going to work. The 83 is still there to the outside of the 1 as they exit
more
a 4.
contact.
21 goes to the low side. What fantastic racing here with 11 to go.
So everything has changed.
And the battle's on between Matthew Wood and Walker Thomas. We saw Matthew Wood not shifting. We saw Walker Thomas shifting. See how that battle is now going to play out with now 10 laps to go.
Your new leader, Walker Thomas, up in front. Matthew Wood in second. David Brown in third. Michael Anthony in fourth. And Zach Lindgren in fifth after a lot of door-to-door racing that last 2 laps.
Did the 1 burn up his tires? That's the question. We saw the 1 doing a lot of different shifting. Oh, the 1 tagged the wall there too, Rick.
You're on board with the 1. He's still shifting. He needs to just find a little bit of inner peace here and just settle down as best he can. He's got a little gap over here over Matthew Wood.
Yeah, with 8 laps to go. I mean, I worry about the rear end of the tires at the very back end of this lap.
Walker Thomas, Matthew Wood, 1 and 2, both previous winners. Michael Anthony in third, Zach Lindgren in fourth, Garrett Johnson. David Brown has now slipped back to 7th. I'm guessing that's probably just the fact that all the other drivers ahead of David Brown have come in on later pit stops.
Yep.
Jared Wishin now cracks. He's in the top 10. He's currently sitting in 6th.
Something happened with Marcus Adams there.
Oh, caution's out.
Yeah, caution's out. I don't know what happened. 21? Is that the 21 car?
No, 31 is
31.
Major damage. Possibly Justin Horton as well. Let's go back and see what we can see here.
Oh, look who it is. Oh man. Yeah, we got to go back and figure out what the heck happened. Are we looking at netcode?
Possibly.
Blinking.
Yeah, we need to go back and look from another car.
Yeah, whoever's behind.
Yeah, I can't really tell. I'm going to assume it was Luke Bullard because he tagged him.
I mean, he may have just popped out of nowhere. Let's see. Because I saw Marcus Adams dropping. And then... Oh, I don't want to see this because I think it's going to happen. He's just going to reappear and nowhere for the 3 to go. That is absolutely nothing you can do.
So you can see right there, as you're watching, the 3 has clear racetrack in front. But there's a car that's going to appear. Unfortunately, there it is. The 31 drops down right in front. No place to go. Contact. Terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the things about, we don't know what happened with the 31. We don't know what he saw. But oftentimes in iRacing, if you do blink, the best thing to do is to try to get off the track. And obviously the 31, I guess, lost it. We don't know. But unfortunate for the 31 of Marcus Adams and unfortunate for the 3 of Luke Bullard. Just literally, I mean, one of the worst things that can happen to you in sim racing is a car appears right in front of you and you're gone. Your race is over.
Crazy.
So,
well, we've just got a handful of laps to go here. We may wind up with a natural green-white checker here, John.
yeah, no, it will be.
All right, that I have to say, that definitely benefits the one of Walker Thomas on a track like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
The lead car has a natural advantage because no one can start until he goes. That reaction time difference makes a huge difference here on a track as short as Dover with just a handful of laps to go.
Exactly. And here we go. This is going to be the battle for the win right here. Walker Thomas, Matthew Wood, green right checker. Watch out for Michael Anthony. He's on the same tires. So you got to watch out for him and Garrett Johnson as well. But I think the 1 of the 21, we are going to see a wild battle with 3 laps to go. Pace car's down. They're about to enter the EchoPark restart zone. Who is it going to be? Is 21 going to go back-to-back, or is it going to be the 1? Green flag in the air. Great restart for the 1. Exactly what he wanted to see is Michael Anthony now is side-by-side with Matthew Wood into turn 1.
Yeah, they kind of shut down the outside line there real quick.
But the 21 is now fighting back on the outside line, trying to gain position. But that car on the bottom, Michael Anthony, does have same tires. So here we go into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4.
White flag flies.
White flag. Cars are just sending themselves into the wall. The 21 does clear the 14. The 1 runs high in turn 1 and 2. Everybody still nose to tail. Last time for the 21 to make a move. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. The 1, Walker Thomas, up 4 spots on the day, is going to win at Dover. Matthew Wood in second, and Michael Anthony comes home in P3.
Great finish.
What a good race to the end.
Absolutely. All right, Walker Thomas wins. Matthew Wood is in second. And another great finish for Matthew Wood.
Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely.
As we watch the 1 of Walker Thomas celebrate his victory, we have results.
Let's do it. Alrighty, here we go. Your final race results for tonight's AutoTrader EchoPark 200 here, showcasing the Tech4Troops Cup Series, brought to you by the IWM Broadcast Network. Walker Thomas brings home the win. Matthew Wood in second. Michael Anthony in third. Don't go away. We're going to interview all 3 of those drivers. Zach Lindgren finishes in fourth. Garrett Johnson in fifth. David Brown in sixth. Jared Wishon in seventh. Chuck Van Scoik rallies to P8. Kyle Smalley in ninth. And Wyatt Gray in 10th.
Christoph Hall finishes in 11th. Ty Bostic in 12th. Andrew Peleschi in 13th. Todd Merkel in 14th. Austin Call in 15th. Maxwell Caldwell in 16th. And Sammy Harrell in 17th. In 18th, you've got Tracy Powers. 19th, Cody Sturgill. 20th is Jordan Weaver.
In 21st, you have Jeremy Brown. Alex Linney finishes in 22nd. Luke Bullard, tough break there, finishes in the 23rd spot, with Marcus Adams in 24th. Justin Horton in 25th. Justin Lewis in 26th. William Corinne in 27th. Philip Van Ortwick in 28th. Greg Stone in 29th. And John Ledger in 30th.
In 31st, Nathan Yarnell. Matthew Gretchen in 32nd. Pete Woodrum in 33rd. Roberto Ramirez in 34th. Ryan D. Cook in 35th. And Aaron Jackson finishes in 36th. All right, and with that, let's go ahead and bring in Mr. Michael Anthony with Balls Out Racing finishing in third. Michael, congratulations on your third place finish.
Thanks, sir. I appreciate it. It was a long race, tough one, but we held through and got a top 3.
Yeah, absolutely. We were all questioning that last pit stop, but that was masterful. I mean, that stop on lap 149 was a difference maker.
Yeah, I looked at my tires and I was kind of second guessing it because my tires were still good. I feel like I could have started in the top 2 rows, but having the fresh tires ended up working out. The outside line checked up big time on that restart, but somehow I was able to get like 3-4 spots back for the next caution.
No, great finish. Any shout outs tonight?
Yeah, of course. You guys for the broadcast, we appreciate it. We always go watch these back. They're awesome. Elliot for putting on the league, and all my teammates at Balls Out Racing.
Yep, congratulations. Balls Out did 1-3 today for sure. So.
Yes, sir. Good running from.
Absolutely. All right, that's Mike Anthony finishing in third place here. With that, we'll bring in Michael Wood. We were just talking to Michael just last week with his win in Sonoma. Michael, Matthew, congratulations on your second place finish.
Yeah, it was rough.
I know. We were watching throughout the entire race. You were battling right there with Zach Lindgren throughout the entire race.
Yeah, I definitely think if it would have went green after I got past him there on the final restart, I might have been able to hold him off. I kind of started to understand what I was doing wrong in the run before when he got about 3 seconds ahead of me. But yeah, I was kind of surprised to see him come into pit road there when he did with about 60 to go, because I didn't feel like we had ran enough laps for him to get back up to us. But once I felt comfortable, I came down pit road with Walker, and I've said it before, but take everything about oval racing, put it in the next gen, and then you got it flipped on its head. So, that's 3 times that, people have, 60, 70 lap old tires, and they take 2 tires. So what do you think? Oh, you take 4, you'll be faster. But they're just as quick, if not faster than you, because of dirty air. And it's like, what do you do? Right. So it was definitely tough, but I feel like we had the second or third fastest car. Of course, Walker was up there at the beginning of the race. He was fighting with us, and unfortunately for us, he got unlapped there and was able to come up and take 2 tires and somehow beat us. So that was definitely fun, though.
Well, congratulations on your finish. Certainly a great result after your success last week. So you're on a roll, dude.
Yeah, definitely. The win last week definitely helps. It just gets that insurance for me. Of course, if I can make every other race from here. Road courses are my thing. I figured out I learned road courses in this car after what happened at Chicago, and figured out what I was doing wrong, and hopefully we can continue that. And I'm looking for the oval win. It's going to come soon, and I know it will. But I'm going to have some hard competition to get to it, especially with Walker and Zach and Michael and all these guys up at the front.
Well, it's a competitive league, but you certainly have proven yourself. Well, congratulations on that. Any shout-outs tonight?
Yeah, of course, the entire GOAT Racing team, and you guys done a great job in the booth, and all these guys on track. We had a very, very clean race for Dover. Usually you see leagues having wreck after wreck after wreck, but we had full fuel runs going on. So very, very impressive out of all these guys. And overall, just a great points day, and hope to continue that until the playoffs.
You got it. All right, that's Matthew Wood finishing here in second. And with that, we'll bring...
Yeah, I've had my share of good luck on the caution timings up to this point. So I felt like that good luck was finally time to run out. But I'm just lucky I almost went, a second lap down. The field was going to be coming behind me if the caution came out, just a few seconds later. So luckily only fell one and got the waiver on there, and then just tried to pick them off one at a time, man. The new aero package and tires, and it was just so hard to pass. You have to make passes you just don't really want to have to make. You have to drive hard in order to make them. So happy to get up there. And then, luckily strategy worked out in my favor a little bit, kind of took the risk with the 2 tires on on the pit stop there on the final one. And for whatever reason, 2 tires just was able to hold on long enough because I know Matthew was coming.
Well, again, congratulations. John, any comments?
Just want to say, great win, and that's one thing that Matthew was talking about was the 2 tires versus the 4 tires, and obviously you got the win. So do you think 2 tires were better than 4, or do you think 4 tires would have mattered if maybe roles were flipped there?
I think if it didn't have the caution with what was that, like 5 to go, I'm pretty sure Matthew would have been able to get to me. I was driving as hard as I could, and I know he was going to be able to get up there. The tires were eventually just going to be that much better. So if it would have stayed green, I think he probably would have done it. But obviously restarting from the first spot, getting the launch there, that's all I really needed to be able to pull away on the green-white checkered.
Well, congratulations on the win. Any shout-outs tonight?
Yeah, shout out to my cousin Mitch. I know he was watching tonight. He already texted me, so appreciate him watching. That was cool. Shout out to my balls out teammates. Mike, obviously, with the podium in third. Kyle and Mark and Jordan kind of got caught up in some stuff tonight, but we showed speed again, and another good points night for the team standing. So shout out to those guys, and as always, shout out to Diecast fans. Make sure to use code DFans at Circle B for $6 off shipping.
There you go. All right, there's your winner tonight of the AutoTrader EchoPark 200 here in the Tech4Troops Cup Series. That's Walker Thomas taking the win. Next week, we are off to a classic track. We are at Indianapolis for the Indianapolis. I'm trying to get the information. That's the Brickyard 200. We'll have 75 laps there at that classic venue. So, John, looking forward to that. But if you're still interested in sim racing, tune in tomorrow night because we'll be back right here at Dover with the iNRS Racing Series. Just fabulous drivers, great racing, just another great broadcast we anticipate for tomorrow night.
Yeah, should be a great race. Come out tomorrow night and watch us here on the IWM Broadcast Network.
All right, from John and myself, we appreciate those who have tuned in tonight or may watch this on replay. We thank you again for tuning in to the IWM Broadcast channel and look forward to tomorrow night. Have a great night, folks, and thanks for tuning in.
Good night, folks.